EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier Stadium at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Indianapolis. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Man. Ready.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. If that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
60 boxes.
He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Panther 60. Let's go.
Here's our first carry for their running back, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open receiver is Emeka Buka. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 3.
On the
At
jump.
the 10-yard line.
Roll. Come on. Set.
I'll run with Taylor. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Tyler Basnett for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
He tried to remain a passer on the move about as long as he could. I thought for a minute there, Mike, that he was going to take off and try to pick up some yards with his legs, but instead he decides to just check down for a short pass, and doesn't result in a whole lot.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that guy. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is caught downfield by Pierce. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Lions. Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
19, 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Liking, hurt.
On second down, here's a run with Caleb. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Indy.
This is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to Henderson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Second and 10. A give to Henderson, running right. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A throw left side, going to be intercepted.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready? 19, Tiger, 19. Ready?
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. It's a gain of 3.
Hold it ready.
It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Cougar Knights.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got a man. It's Ibuka, complete. And he will score. Emeka Ibuka, touchdown Colts. Extra point drop by Bass. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Once more, it's Henderson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Henderson. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 at his past the 40-yard line. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
Come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Nice.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Smash! Get it! Check! Hurt! Ready!
They'll run here with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll go again here with Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Big Tonka Hemingway in there for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7.
19 target. 79.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. A midday Luka. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Chiefs 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. First down throw, Mahomes. That complete to Henderson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Mahomes on first down. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And they'll take this down inside for 35. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. On first down, it's Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Cole Kmet, touchdown, Kansas City.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Bronco 80. Steady.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Now, faking the give. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson, touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run. Got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
It's Henderson to start this drive. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 at his past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The second down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And it looks like he's going to have that first whole lot, but he's gotten enough and they convert on third down. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
3rd down, they need 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They go play action with Mahomes. He's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Colts have got it. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Indy. Here's Bassett for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. they're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Deputy!
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They go right back to Taylor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A big gainer for Indianapolis. And even 30 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on. Set.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He'll take this forward for about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
Give up the middle to Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Colts will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least we'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Chiefs 22.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
On the set. Let's go. Ready.
Now a give running left with Taylor. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First and 10.
First down.
Go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now Wrighton gets made. That's Ibuka. And he will score again. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Colts. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Chiefs 22. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Latu, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Play action here. Mahomes. Now deep shot for Amon-Ra. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now it's 4th down. Now Mahomes. Now he'll work his way out right. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs. And now after the play, that's Mahomes who looks to be shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Panther Street. Stephanie.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs 5-yard line.
The Colts about to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And mark him down up beyond the 30. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now it gives to Pacheco running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll take this one in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
The Chiefs will set up for
The throw is Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath. Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover.
And he will score. Amon-Ra, safe grab. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now, Mahomes. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, 8. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he gets that downfield to Tremble, the tight end. And he will have the 1st down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11.
Cougar 19.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one.
70 Timberwolves.
defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts winner.